so big, you can easily spot it flying into Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And here we go from AT&T Stadium. Fielded at the 7. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. Field flipping return as he brought it down on the opposite side of the 50.
Now that's a way to start the ball game. A return all the way across midfield. The kick return team, they're going to get a big old thank you when they get to the sideline. Nothing like starting your offense with a short field to begin the game.
First play, he's going to throw. Purdy. Reeled in by George Kittle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Into the hands of Samuel, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Short yardage situation here, it's 3rd and 2. From the gun is Purdy. And got his man, that's a San Francisco touchdown! The 49ers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Well, evidently a touchdown wasn't enough for them. They further quiet this home crowd by adding the 2-point conversion.
You know what I love about this? I love it because coaches spend time all week saying we're going to be aggressive, we're going to go for it, but then you back it up with a decision like that. That's empowering your team in another team's building. What a start.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. 20,
Here's the handoff. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Brought down by Fred Warner. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. They'll send him over right. Back-to-back carries here. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Wideouts getting involved in the ground game. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
That's a tough one because you can see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. Let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle him up before it came to fruition.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They've been moving it well, but face a third down here. That's going to be caught by Cooks. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
It's caught, Ferguson. And they bring him down around the 34. They went for it and got the 4 yards they needed, and that keeps this drive alive. On first down, they'll run. A lot of grass ahead. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
They have themselves another 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, take.
Another carry for him. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Yeah! Here we go!
Back to the well again. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal. It's a gain of 12 there. And now they have a 1st and goal. We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. The Cowboys are on the move here. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Yeah! Here we go!
Dowdle crosses the goal line for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys earn the chance to tie it before halftime. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys don't try to match them right away as we start out with an 8-7 ball game. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. Jason, oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And they'll try to build on that big stop. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap for Purdy. He's on the move. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Completed to his running back. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Into the hands of Kittle.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Play action now with Purdy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No No luck finding George Kittle with that one. So now they have 3rd and short. They kick the running back in motion. To throw again, it's Purdy. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Deron Bland has it. And the Cowboys will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
And what a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in for 6. And if they score quickly, well, it'll put that opposing offense right back out there still reeling from that interception.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal.
Yeah, here we go. I take. What do you think?
Dowdle. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. What do you think?
They're running again. Back-to-back runs, stop short, and now it leaves them with a big 3rd and goal.
He has it on the QB sneak. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Gay's kick is good, and that's going to give them the lead.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Samuel now to return it. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we finished 2 quarters, a couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. And that kick goes out of bounds. They're going to get great field position out of this. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Yeah! Here we go! Right there! What do you think?
From the gun, here's a handoff. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Charvarius Ward brings him down. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Yeah! Here we go! Right there! What do you think?
They give it to him again. They're working a couple of yards past the line. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3. From the gun is Prescott. Across his body, defender's there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
Running back sent in motion. Fits it through the middle. And they bring him down around the 34. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Looking for the end zone, and oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys will take possession at their own 35 after they track him down on the return. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you need to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Handoff now from the gun. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Give now to the running back. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Here we go, third and less than a yard.
Here we go!
Dak off the play fake. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
I think that time the defense was thinking a run play was going to come at them, right? Actually, most of us probably thought that was the right call. Still, wasn't a problem for them to adapt and get into coverage and force now a fourth down.
Yeah, here we go! I think... Under.
The Cowboys signaling for their first time out, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. So fourth down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. It's good, not by much, but it's indeed good, bottom left. And that grows the lead to 5.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
He's got a lane up past the 30. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
He tucks it and takes off. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's 49ers ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode here. They trail to start the 4th. Second and 3 now. Now Purdy. Got a man. McCaffrey has it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. From the gun, McCaffrey. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. They stick with McCaffrey. And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. Going run again with McCaffrey. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here, 1st and goal. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. 1st and goal, now 5 yards tougher after that penalty. Running it after the penalty. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. 49ers facing a 5-point deficit. Needing 10 yards now as they line up at 2nd and goal. Again, here's McCaffrey. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. Still one more in their pocket to use.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over him.
To throw. Escapes the pocket. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
Desperation time here on 4th. And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers jump in front late. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Starting from the 5. Returns looking good so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Trying the right side. And he drives it up past the 45. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10+, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
Everything now resting on this try from Brandon Aubrey. So they're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game. So it all comes down to the right foot of their kicker. It'll be 51 yards from the left hash. It has enough leg, and it's good from deep. And he hits one more time to win them this game.